Hi people, it's Archivist here coming at you with another vlog video, and today I'm going to be talking about mobile gaming. And so, to illustrate my point straight away, here is Modern Combat 5. And the first thing that struck me, and may strike you, are the graphics, which are superb, really getting close now to console quality. At least I guess Wii U console quality. So I think it's fair to say that I have been very impressed by Modern Combat. Definitely one of the best games available on the App Store, certainly one of the best games graphically speaking, and I think it's almost certainly worth purchasing. It's not a lot of money, and if your device can handle it, I think you're going to have a lot of fun and you will almost certainly be impressed. Okay, so now I'm going to move on to the main topic of this video. I have talked about this before, but I think it's fair to retread it as it's quite an interesting idea. And this idea, as mad as it sounds, is that I believe that smartphones could at some point outpower consoles at a fixed point in time. And I'll explain myself because that does sound crazy. Now, consoles do have quite a long life cycle, whereas smartphones have a very short one, relatively speaking. So, iPhones come out every year, Apple release one every year, there's a new one, and every single time they release a new iPhone, it's faster than the old one. Sometimes it's a small boost, but sometimes it's quite a humongous boost. I mean, if you look at the difference between the 5S and the 5, it's gigantic, it's a big leap. However, with consoles, they take sometimes up to 7 years for a new one to come out. So during that time, the console remains static. The hardware does not evolve. And they really can't because I think compatibility is a huge deal with consoles. It's very unlikely to change. PCs we can take out of this equation because PCs are, they're constantly evolving. New graphics cards and processors are coming out constantly. So we have to remove them because they're a separate entity. But consoles, as I say, remain static, so during that time period while the console is remaining at the same hardware specification, but the smartphones are coming out and they're getting better and better and better each year. So at the end of the console's life cycle, just before the next one comes out, at that point, it's not totally implausible to suggest that the smartphones, the iPhones and the HTCs of the world could be at the same level or above that of the consoles. However, this does of course mean that when the new revision of a console does come out, so I don't know, the PlayStation 5, that will of course outpower the smartphone. So really this idea does only apply to the later stages of a console's life cycle as opposed to the smartphone. But do let me know your thoughts on this topic and whether or not you think that in the later stages of a console's life cycle, so when it's becoming aging hardware, perhaps smartphone technology could actually outpower it. As always people, thanks very much for watching and see you next time.